Hi, welcome. This is Andrea from Crafting a Country Life, and I'm jumping on today to share some Valentine Happy Mail that I will be sending out very shortly. And before I send everything out in the mail, I wanted to share it with you and let you know what I've created. So we'll start with the first one here in the front. These are little Valentine themed gift boxes. Okay, and I used the Scrap Diva Designs large tag set, and also the set that has the, to create a box. It comes with 2 or 3 dies, I think, and you can just cut those out, and then I glued them in between the tags to create this really fun little box. So this one has sort of a shabby chic flavor to it, and it is has a sewing theme. And I used some older Prima paper collections to create this one here. But as you can see here, I've included on the front some cut aparts, and I've mounted them up on a paper doily. And then I put some of the Dollar Tree speckled tulle or netting on there. And then I added a little bit of stitching and some flowers that I had gotten at Hobby Lobby, a long time ago, and the butterfly as well. And then there's a little bit of crepe paper ruching under here and some antique lace. And then I glued a bow at the top and added a little charm that I put together there. Okay, so that's the front of this one, and of course the back looks like this. Okay, so inside, what I've done here is I put a little bit of tissue paper, and on the inside, there's some goodies. Okay, so I created a set of tags. Here's the first one, right here. And you can see it has some vintage bed sheeting that I cut apart and created a little tie at the top. And then I did some distressing with some Distress Oxide ink around the edge. And then, of course, did some layering with some ephemera, and then a little satin bow and some millinery flowers. And this really pretty crushed velvet ribbon I picked up recently at Joann's. So I put that on the tag as well. Okay, and then inside the pocket, there's a little garment pin with some beads on it. And then I've just included a few cut aparts from the Frank Garcia, the Prima collection there, and stuck them together like so. I thought this was really pretty. Okay, so that's the first tag in the pocket, and then here's the second one, and again it has some vintage lace on it, some vintage buttons, and some cut aparts and a little bit of ribbon behind there, and then just using some twine front and back on that one. I think that's so pretty. I love that one. I love the soft peachy color. And then this one here is another tag that I created. Okay, I had added some antique rickrack at the bottom, and again some flowers, a little bit of quilt batting up here underneath the ephemera, and some quilting cotton, and then some text from an old book. And then I used some antique seam binding at the top and a little key. I got this package of keys at Hobby Lobby. Okay, and then just did a little distressing around the edge. So front and back on that one. Okay, and then next, created this little hanging tag, or ornament, I guess you could call it, and I put some silk ribbon at the top and mounted it on there with some hot glue and some buttons. And then again, some quilt batting here, and that's been layered up with some distressed ephemera and some little enamel dots, some antique twill tape for the bow, the garment pin, and of course the little tag that says love with the button and the twine. This was really fun to put together. And again, some more quilting cotton. And then this ephemera here that I used is also from Hobby Lobby. And I think they still carry this package of ephemera. It has some vintage, images in the package. So there's that one. And here's another a framed piece from the cut-aparts, and then I added some stickles on there, some different colors of stickles. I used the peach, and then I used the gold here around the corners of the frame. It's a cardboard frame that I picked up also at Hobby Lobby. And then I just added a little more glitter glue in the center on the spools of thread, front and back. So this is a fun one. You could hang it as an ornament or hang it on your wall, whatever you'd like. Okay, so there's that. And then I've also included in this Happy Mail a few more things. I've included some of my handmade lavender soap. And I had done a video that talks a little bit more about my adventures with the soap making a couple of videos back, but this was really fun to make. And I included some lavender buds in that as well. So I'm sure my recipient is going to love that. Okay, and then I included this little organza bag here, and inside I've created a bracelet. I'll get this up nice and close, and it says quilt. There we go. So I'm sure she's going to love this because she is a quilter, and I just had such a fun time putting this together. So it's all in some, springtime colors, so it should be fun to wear. Okay, so there's that. And then last but not least is a little organza bag filled with some buttons in colors that complement that paper collection. So yeah, so that's the first one. And then we'll take a look at the next one. These are actually vintage theme. This first one is shabby chic, and then the second one I'm going to show you is a mid-century 1950s theme on it. And so this one, again, using the tag die set to create the box. And then I added this beautiful, very soft and shimmery ribbon. And I got this at, I think this was also Joann's. Yes, this was from Joann's recently. And then I just put a paper doily on the front of the bag. And then I included some embossed cutout paper. And then this cute little kitty cat Valentine, and then some felt hearts on that. And then over here on the side, I've included a lobster clasp. And then on the front is a beaded charm with a felt heart and some ribbons. And yeah, so I thought that looked really pretty together. Okay, so let's take a look inside. So in this one, we've got a couple of hanging ornaments. Here's the first one. And again, this is has a 1950s image on it. And you can see a gingham bow and then some quilting fabric squares over here glued in underneath. Some stickles to decorate. I just think that's adorable. There's a little bit of lace over here too. Okay, and again, just a button on the back to glue over the ends of the ribbon. Okay, and then I did these quilted hearts. So I've included one for her to hang in her home. And there's a little button at the top, and then I did some hand stitching around the edge, and then the center area is machine quilted. So front and back. And there's quilt batting in between the fabric layers there. You can kind of see. Yeah, so it gives a little bit of a puffy effect. Okay, so there's that one. And then I've also included, for this recipient, also an organza bag with a pretty little bracelet in it. And this one is for a paper crafter. So I put the words craft into my bracelet for this person. Yeah, also fun to make. These bracelets were so quick and easy to do. I made a batch of them, and I thought they were just so much fun. And then in addition to that, there are some really yummy Hershey's and Reese's chocolate hearts that are going in the bottom of the bag. so that gift is all ready. And then last but not least is this one here. And this one, again, similarly, using the same die. But with this cover here, I added also this ribbon is also from Joann's. And it's very soft and shimmery. And then I included some millinery flowers here. And then, of course, the cut-aparts here. This also has a sewing theme. It says standard rotary shuttle, 2-in-1 lock stitch. And then again, some crepe paper ruffling here. And then I included a distressed paper heart as a base. And then I just added a vintage button with some old bed sheeting here that I cut up with my pinking shears and tied with a bow. Okay, so that's the front of the box, and the back is here. And again, I don't know if I remembered to mention, but this is also a Prima collection, different one than the previous Happy Meal. Okay, so let's take a look. And again, another one of these cute little. Okay, the person that's receiving this Happy Meal is also a quilter, so she will be getting this bracelet, you know, similar to the other one. And then, in addition to that, okay, here's another heart ornament, again in a shabby chic kind of a theme. And then I've got some ruching here that's made out of quilting cotton, a satin bow, you know, some washi tape. This is in the shape of a postage stamp, and some cardstock and muslin. And then again, the little charm here over some lace, and a vintage antique button on the little tag here, front and back. And again, I distressed this a little bit with some of the vintage photo distress ink. And I've also included a handmade tissue holder for the recipient here, and a container or a package of the handmade soap, again, the lavender soap. So I am really excited to have these ready to send out, and I'm hoping to get them in the mail tomorrow and surprise my recipients with some fun Valentine Happy Meal. Okay. All right, I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll be back again soon with some more craft projects. Take care.